Hi, welcome to Policies and Issues in Education Management Education Vlog 1. This is Maribeth Garcia. For today, I'm going to discuss to you about two topics or two issues that is really relevant and significant to the education system. First is the collaborative culture in schools, and the other one is the current ethical issues existing now in this century. Okay, let me begin. Collaborative culture is really important in education system. Collaboration builds camaraderie, builds friendship, it builds accountability and responsibility among teachers. Collaborative culture enhances teachers to collaborate, to share their ideas with other teachers to solve for a common good. It is an authentic and relevant way to solve specific problem, just like solving problems on students' learning, achievement, a problem about curriculum development, or a problem that concerns about a school. So collaborative culture in school is really important and relevant. However, even if collaborative culture is really that good and it's really that ideal, it is a little bit hard to accomplish or to do it. And there are many reasons why. First is teachers have different backgrounds, they have different personalities, they have different perspectives, and then letting them do collaborative work sometimes will make them, they will think collaborative work as a hindrance rather than a help. The reason why. There are teachers who think highly of themselves, and other teachers felt bad about it because they thought that one specific teacher is bossing them around to do something, which is a very, it's really happening in schools today. So instead of them collaborating with each other, they turn out to be enemies. And that's a real issue that education managers should learn to address. Okay, another thing that hinders collaborative culture in school is that sometimes education managers ask teachers to do what to do and not how to do it. And teachers doesn't like being told what to do. You know what I mean? They would like education managers to tell them, hey, I have a vision and I just want to share it to you. Would you like to help? I want you to help me how to do this. And that will make educators to collaborate with the education managers. However, if we do the other way around, like, hey, I have a vision, I would like you to do this one. This is how you're going, this is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to do. You're going to do this and that, do this and that, do this and that, without even asking them their ideas, without asking them what they would like to contribute. Of course, they would feel obliged to do it. And sometimes they say, that doesn't make sense. I don't want to do it, So that's the problem in education system about collaborative work. Now, for this collaborative work to work, first we have to address the issue, connect with the teachers, and talk to them about it. And it would be better if teachers should treat other teachers with respect. They should have mutual respect. They should create a team. It's not just I, but it should be we. It should be collaborative work. It should be a team. That's one problem really in education, that education system that education managers should address. And one thing more is that education managers should, display or foster a collaborative attitude to include their teachers in their decision making. Aside from sharing vision to the teachers, it would be great if we could ask them, hey, what can you contribute? Is there anything you have in mind? Is there anything you would like us to do? These teachers will do collaboration if we education managers will empower them, will support them. We education managers should be creative in supporting them So this collaborative culture in school will be developed. Okay, next we move on to the current ethical issues that concerns in education system today. Puhan et al. Had mentioned lots of hindrances, lots of current ethical issues that's happening in India. But I believe this is not just happening in India, but this is a global education problem. You know, Puhan et al. Mentioned about political interference. They mentioned about corruption in education and the degrading of teaching, education, qualification, and everything. And they are really true. You know, globally speaking, the education system is really degrading. The reason why I said that because most of schools are now focused on the intellectual or academic cognitive development of a child. And in that case, they're just developing the mind. They don't develop the heart or the attitude or the social emotional skills, which is very important in the 21st century. You know, when teachers educate learners to just be cognitively developed, it is not balanced. So there's a need to address this issue that education managers should build at least a curriculum that will enhance a balance between the cognitive development and the social emotional development of the learners. There should be balance. So in that way, teachers will not just be teaching children, young people, you know, adults, college students to become human, you know, the saying that they said, intellectual machine, human intellectual machine. We don't want that to happen, right? It's just like they're robots and they're just gonna work because they want to earn money, they want to, you know, but then if problem comes along the way, since their emotional quotient is so low, and when that problem comes, oh no, they would really, really fall. So there is a need to also integrate socio-emotional skills, to integrate spiritual, social, moral, spiritual, and cultural skills that would be integrated in the curriculum in a school. And there are many, many other ways how to balance the development of learners. And now the current trend is 21st century learning skills, habits of mind, the SMSCs that I've mentioned a while ago. So these are really important to help learners learn and to balance their development. Now, another ethical issue that has been addressed by Puhan is the teacher-student relationship. Yes, it's happening around the world. You know, teachers falling in love with their students, students falling in love with their teachers. It is not good. And how are we going to address this issue? First, there is a child protection policy, or we could ask the teacher to sign the child protection policy in order for that teacher to draw a line, not to go beyond that line, not to cross that line, in order for him or for her not to fall in love with their student. And another thing is we should train our students, teach them to maintain their balance, to maintain or draw a line also between them and their students. Their role is a student and they're different from the teachers, you know? Okay. And another issue is that hiring teachers, those emerging teachers. It is so sad that, well, I'm not saying all, but you know, in education system, some of the hired teachers have low qualifications in teaching. Their pedagogy is really low, and that affects the teaching and learning and the development of the students and the development of the school as a whole. Hiring teachers with low qualifications doesn't, what will I say? I would like to say it in a nice way, so I will not be being biased. Let me put it this way. If you want your school to offer excellent education, then you should hire a teacher with high qualification. Okay, it's very important for education managers to check if the teacher's quality in teaching is really good. If not, then the education manager should at least give chance for this teacher to upgrade his education qualification. Okay, what else should I discuss here? Okay, another important thing is that low standard of teaching. Why is it becoming low now? As I mentioned a while ago, schools are more focused on the cognitive development of children instead of focusing on the whole development of the child. And at the moment, some international schools already have developed habits of mind that are being integrated in their school curriculum, and also in UK and first world countries have this SMSCs, social, moral, cultural, and spiritual integration of these to the different subjects that they're teaching at school, which is really, really good to adapt. As education managers, we should adapt those that would make the total or holistic development of children, of young people, of college students, of young professionals, Okay, so to conclude this this video, there are two collaborative issues. There are two issues that I've presented here. First is the building a collaborative culture in school and the current ethical issues in education system. These two issues are really significant for education managers. It is really important for us to build collaborative culture at school. Aside from building trust, it makes us a good community of education managers, of teachers who give excellent education to the learners. And we should also possess that collaboration attitude in order for our students to follow us as their role models. Aside from that, teachers and education managers should foster a very good qualification, should foster an excellent, as much as possible, work for excellence, because we are role models, the backbone of education system. And issues like what I've mentioned should be addressed properly, immediately, as much as possible, in order to avoid more problems that will come in the future. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye. See you next time.